Hi, this is Lisa.
And this is Morgan.
And this is
Professionals in Paradise.
We're here to bring you our hot takes on commercial breaks.
Yes. No, because our favorite thing when we're watching The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, or Paradise is watching it together so that we can pause.
And freak out.
Freak out over what's happening on our screens. That's the best part about Mondays.
It makes it so much more fun.
Yeah. And we have been friends forever. We are mid-30s ladies of LA now, but our friendship goes back to
Kindergarten, I think?
kindergarten, mid-90s, Girl Scouts.
Early to mid-90s. Okay, we can go with mid-90s.
We're mid-millennials.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but we've been friends forever, and we love watching The Bachelor together. But we're also professional women.
Professionals in Paradise.
Yeah. Lisa, what kind of professional are you?
I'm a nurse practitioner. So I work with kids and adolescents and young adults a little bit. And I primarily focus on mental health and psychiatry. Morgan, what kind of professional are you?
Oh my gosh. Well, we just shine some amazing light on you being a healthcare worker and taking care of our young people. So important. I'm also a professional like you, Lisa. And I am a lawyer, also working with children and young adults. Mostly kids, though. Working with kids that are in foster care or at risk of being foster care and representing them.
And let's shine some light back on that too, because that is no easy work, and you're doing the Lord's work.
Well, you know who's doing the Lord's work?
Who's doing the Lord's work?
Jesse Palmer.
Dark Lord Jesse Palmer.
Oh, yeah. We definitely are Game of Roses fans, so some of that lingo might be slipping in. But
some hooju speak.
Yes. We better see some hoojus on the beach. And I can't wait to
It's hard to walk on sand. It's hard to run on sand. So we'll see if they make the hooju happen.
They have to be athletes.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of them are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pretty athletic. Especially the boys that like to pump iron on the sand.
Yeah. Yeah. And I am so excited for the Goldens.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see how that changes the landscape, because, yeah, that's a definite first and historic episode, they might say.
I know.
So, and this time it actually is. So.
So often they say it, and so rarely is it true.
Yeah. No, they're really reaching for something new here. So we'll see if it lands.
Yes.
And maybe chaos will ensue. Maybe romance will ensue. Drama will definitely ensue.
Oh, yeah. I want some romance.
Yeah.
I want some romance. But yeah, I'm hoping that energy of the Goldens will just, bring some, bring it down to earth.
Some wisdom.
Some
life experience.
Yeah.
Like these super young contestants who are like, I've been searching for love for so long, and they're like 21, and you're like, no.
Oh, no. I want to hit him because I was 32 when I met my now hubby. So sometimes you have to wait a little.
Sometimes you can't hurry love, says Diana Ross.
Yes. Get it? Okay. Well,
so let's bring some people on the beach who know who Diana Ross is.
Yes.
And who have waited for their turn at love. Maybe a second chance. Maybe a third chance.
Yes. It's never too late.
No.
For love.
Never too late. So let's see what happens.
Yes. Okay.
Professionals in Paradise. Here we go.
Woo.
Okay, what is this show? This is not the show I remember.
It's got a totally different feel.
It's like a whole different show.
Yeah, but I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued too. The first thing it reminded me of was more of like a Love is Blind, or just like a more modern.
Well, yeah, it feels like more elevated. I mean, I love the space they're in. It looks like somewhere I'd actually really want to be.
Yeah.
And it was really fun how they started too with like Jesse splayed out, all sunburned.
Yeah.
It felt like hangover-y.
Yeah, the Hangover Paradise Edition.
Yes, yes. And then like how they sped through what had happened over the couple weeks or however long they were there.
Yeah.
That was like, oh, this is the trailer. This is sucking me in.
Yeah.
I want to see all of this. So, okay. Yeah.
They're definitely changing their look. It's definitely a brand facelift. For sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm intrigued because I think the franchise needed that.
Oh,
They definitely needed that.
Definitely. I know. And then what'd you think of Spencer as the first one walking out?
Spencer, yeah. Well, I didn't realize what a chatterbox he was. Like, I didn't know that was his thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was like his calling card.
I know. Well, and because I had really liked him on Jen season, and I was surprised he like didn't last longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like we didn't get to see as much of his personality, and already in like the first 2 minutes,
I feel
it's
like
oh, this guy's like really got like a lot going on. Like,
yeah, definitely.
fun, silly.
I feel like I know more about him in this 3 minutes than
Yeah.
the whole of Jen's season.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, the girls seem maybe a little annoyed with how chatty he is.
A little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
A little overwhelmed.
Maybe he's just really like trying to put his personality out there. Maybe he's going to dial it back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lexi.
He could be nervous.
He could be nervous, yeah.
Could be nervous.
Lexi seemed into him
Yes.
at first.
Uh-huh.
And then.
Based on his physical
Yes.
appearance.
Yes. Yeah, she was like, oh, he's my type. And then he started talking a lot, which I don't know. Maybe it bothered Bailey more, or not Bailey. Maybe it bothered Alex more than it bothered Lexi.
I love Alex.
Alex is sweet, yeah.
I'm excited to see more of her. And she is definitely, we're seeing more of her personality too. I mean, we
Definitely.
saw her quirk and cute side
Right.
on Grant season.
The llama.
Yeah, no drama llama.
No drama llama, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, we saw her quirks, you're right. And this time she came in with the sass.
Yeah.
She came in
So, okay, Alex.
sassy.
Yeah. Fun. No, I'm excited to see more of her. Excited to see Bailey.
Bailey and her phone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't love
We'll
the
see.
gimmicks.
I don't either.
I know. Like, no.
And
But
that's how she was last time too. She was like, oh, I'm all about the phone and the selfies. And I think that's, maybe part of why she didn't last as long.
right.
And so, interesting that she's kind of doubling down on that this time around.
I know. I mean, is that her, or is that like
What the
behind
producers
the
are
scenes?
like,
Yeah,
hey,
they're like, this is your thing.
This is your thing. Pick a thing and amplify it.
I don't know. Just let people be whole people.
Right. I know.
But, Jeremy can just be whatever he wants to be. He's He's looking great.
Morgan.
Wait, did I say Jeremy? I meant Jonathan.
You did say Jeremy.
Take it back.
Jeremy, who is only 30.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I meant Jonathan.
You did mean Jonathan. Yes, I know that much.
Foot and mouth. But,
I mean, they rode in together.
Yeah, that was fun.
You get a pass. You get a pass for that.
Yeah, the buddies.
Jonathan knows he's cute. He totally does. The way he looks at the camera, he's eating it up.
Oh, I know.
He's eating it up.
He seems a little into Alex. He was commenting already of how she seems laid back.
And they have the same tattoos.
Like, I'm like, ooh, he seems interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be a thing. And then Jeremy was kind of into Bailey. He was like, I like her braids, and also she is the tea, and I will be the honey to her tea. And I didn't know that tea had other meanings besides gossip.
I know. We're learning new
Yeah.
lingo. Did Jeremy make this up?
Maybe. I'm hoping. Otherwise, I'm just really, behind the times with the lingo.
And
But
we work with kids.
the show will keep me young, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Yes. So Hotel Azura. This
Gorgeous.
is a place that I want to look up, and
Let's go.
we should probably book a trip there.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
We've both been to Costa Rica before, I know that, but not here.
Not to this spot. I know. Well, when I was there, that was my first time like really being out of the country because I was studying abroad. And so I was 21 and broke and had the best time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could really live it up now.
When I went to Costa Rica, I was there with my hubby, then boyfriend, and we stayed somewhere where I woke up one morning and there was a bat flying around above me, and I screamed and I ran to the bathroom, and he was laughing, and I mean, I was scared because did you know bats can just like bite you and you don't even feel it?
No.
Yeah. And I was like, what if it bit?
Terrifying.
I know, like a mosquito. How is that even possible? And so I was like, what if it bit me in my sleep? Do I have rabies in Costa Rica? So yeah, so the hotel removed the bat. I didn't want to know anything more than that.
Yeah.
And then like 2 days later, I wake up and what's in my room again? Another bat. Presumably a different bat because I'm assuming they took care of the first one.
Yeah, hopefully they're not getting. I cannot imagine at Hotel Azura
So
they're having visitors like that.
All of this to say, we need an elevated Costa Rica experience.
We had an early 20s
We did.
Costa Rica experience.
We had the bats. We were broke with bats.
Yeah, broke with bats.
And now we're going to be elevated.
Yes. So, okay, so now Hakeem is here.
Mm-hmm. With his eyes.
And his mouth and
yes.
his...
all of his whole face.
All the facial features. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, and poor Hakeem, he doesn't want to be put in the friend zone.
Yeah.
I could see that being a thing for him. Like
I really can't.
He's got big friend energy.
Big friend energy. As soon as he came out onto the show. As soon as he came out onto the show, he made his little entrance. I was like, immediately, I could see why he gets friend zoned.
Yeah,
he's that like
sweet.
party, almost like class clown energy. Not really the romance vibey.
Yeah.
You know, he likes to be the one to like pick up the energy and
life of the party.
Yeah, exactly, life of the party, which is great, but might be hard to transition from that into like one-on-one, more intimate time. Yeah.
When he came out, I like noticed one of the gals, I can't remember who, like heard his voice and was like, "Oh, it's Hakeem."
That was Alex.
Oh, was it Alex? So I'm like,
she was like, "That's either multiple." Oh no, someone was like, "That's either multiple people or just Hakeem."
Okay, but yeah, it made me wonder, like, who of these people like has met before in the Bachelor circles?
Yeah,
like the guys and the gals. Like
hard to
who
keep
of
track.
them, I know, but. Yeah, so that's an interesting factor to like wonder what previous connections might be in the air.
Right, because it's not even just in like show connections, but obviously in the real world, you know, these people get together and see each other and hang out and go to what's
Stagecoach?
Country Coachella? Yeah, Stagecoach. Y'all go to
Stagecoach.
Stagecoach and have shenanigans, right? So I'm sure a lot of these people have met, but we don't know who.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, more to come.
Yeah.
And then Bailey, she was reciprocating some of those feelings towards Jeremy.
Yeah, that could
Seems
be
like
a thing.
She's into him.
That could work.
Yeah. So we'll see. Jess, she's feeling Spencer as well.
Oh yeah. They were feeling each other. As soon as Jess came in, she was like, she really zoned in on him. And she was like, he's going to be a hot commodity. I'm going to fight for time with him. So, and he was into it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I feel like they have good chemistry already.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
I do.
Totally.
I feel like so far that's the most chemistry I see between anyone so far is the two of them. Who has IBS?
Bailey
has IBS? Okay. Bailey's a hot girl with IBS.
I know. I don't think I've heard of hot girl IBS. I guess I'm not a hot girl.
You heard hot girl summer. You missed. You were asleep on the hot girl IBS.
Yeah.
I think I have heard that before, but yeah, I think I have. Yeah. Yeah. itsy bitsy IBS girls.
Oh, dear. Yeah. You know, we're just keeping the food in. And then we have Kyle.
Kyle.
He's
yeah.
Katie season.
I forgot about Kyle again.
Yeah.
Like, between the time we paused the show and now, I already forgot about Kyle.
Hopefully we'll get to know him better.
Yeah, we should. We will.
And then now we've got our girl, Zoe.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
She's gorgeous, and she is a professional like
Yes.
us.
She's a pro.
She's an engineer.
Yeah, she's an engineer and a model, so that's a very impressive resume.
Yeah. So I feel like they're coming in so quick, though, too.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, boom, 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 boom. But,
Yeah.
okay, I'm ready for it to be settled. Like, okay, now I want to see the connections build.
Yeah, Zoe's interesting because on the show, like on the season, she sort of got a villain edit in the beginning,
Right.
because she was clashing with some people, and then
she was being bold.
She was definitely being bold,
was
taking time with the lead for sure.
That's what you do.
That's what you do
that's
for
the
sure.
only way you can get to know them.
Yeah. So she got into it with some people, I think, about that. But then towards the end, I think they did show more of like her vulnerable side. And then she didn't really get her villain edit sort of changed into like.
Oh, I feel like it went away.
It
like
did.
It was, you got to know her better.
Yeah.
And she was, she kind of came off as, like, as you got to know her a little better, as somebody that was, like, misunderstood. Of,
Totally.
Like, she's, like, a go-getter. Like, she goes after her goals, clearly.
Yeah.
And
I think I remember her also alluding to like, oh, that's what I have to do because I actually feel like insecure a lot of the time, but and like I think there was maybe some stuff in her past that she was struggling with, and she was like, so I have to put out this like confident front. And so, I think that's something a lot of people can relate to. So I feel like I feel like it was good to get to know her. I'm looking forward to getting to know more about her.
Totally. I know, because even as she was in the top 3, wasn't she? And I felt like,
I think so, like 3 or 4.
We didn't get to know her. I mean, I felt that way about a lot of the women on the last season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
On Grant's season. The seasons are just getting so short.
They are.
And so you're like, even when people make it to hometowns, you're barely getting to know them.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. That's like one aspect for Paradise of like, yay, maybe we can actually get to know more of their personalities.
Yes.
Their stories.
That's one of the many reasons I prefer Paradise.
Yeah. Oh.
Really, yeah.
Okay, and then we got
Who
just
else?
a couple more guys.
Ricky.
He looks familiar, but I can't really remember him either.
I don't remember much about him. He does for sure look familiar, but I don't remember too much about him, to be honest.
He wasn't around too long.
Yeah, probably.
But I noticed Alex, she's got the hots for Mr. Ricky, so we'll see what happens there. And then...
Oh, Brian.
Ooh, Brian is just into the mirrors.
He came in really... Well, it was interesting because he was like, oh, I'm super confident. You're going to remember my name. Like, you're going to remember everything about me. And then as he's walking onto the resort, he's like, oh, I'm kind of nervous, actually. So you can tell he's just... putting up a,
I know. I need to give him more grace.
He's coming in with this cocky persona.
To cover up maybe his insecurities.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a bit off-putting. And then what he was saying, the way he was talking about Zoe bothered me, though. Because
it's a little weird.
He said that he was, obviously she's a beautiful woman. And, first impressions, you're going off of the way someone presents themselves. But... he's just talking about, oh, she's tall, she's strong, she's this. We could make athletes together.
We're going to make athlete babies.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not a reason to want to make a baby with someone.
like maybe let's think about her before the type of offspring she produces.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We are more than vessels.
Yeah, she's not just a baby maker, Brian.
Yeah, your future babies. Goodness.
And then the camera guy.
Oh.
With the eye roll. I don't know if I've seen that before. That was funny.
That was funny. And I feel like it's like, ooh, the producers are showing us how they feel about Mr. Brian. All right.
All right. Let's jump back into it.
Yes.
Okay. That was a lot.
I know, a lot in this segment. So Kat's here.
Kat, yes. And the guys are into it.
Oh my gosh. All of them.
They're all like, yes.
Yes.
She's hot. We like it.
Okay, boys. All right.
You know who she always reminded me of? You know Johnny Depp's like first wife? No. I think it's his first wife. Vanessa Paradis.
Oh dear.
Spelled like paradise without the E at the end. She's like a French model.
Okay.
She looks so much like young Vanessa Paradis to me. That's who
I'm
she
not
is.
familiar with her.
I'll show you. You'll agree.
I'll have to look it up. Yeah, I mean, no, she is. She's beautiful. But yes, I was happy that she is endorsing publicly that she has done therapy.
Yes.
Lots of self-work.
We love that.
We love to see that.
I cannot imagine being on this show and not needing therapy.
Oh my gosh.
Before, during, and after.
Oh my gosh. I know. Just like people in the comments of just like online bullies. Like, and okay, admittedly, I did not watch the last season of Paradise. So I did hear that people didn't love her.
She put a lot of drama out there for sure. She was dramatic. There were a lot of tears. She wasn't always nice. She played the victim a lot. But this is a hard situation. And who's to say that any of us would respond any differently?
Yeah. No, so yeah, love that she's been in therapy and love to see her back. And then, interesting. So Jesse comes in. I love too. They're all like, oh, it's never good when Jesse shows up.
They're always like, this is bad immediately.
But yeah, he said something very cryptic about
ominous almost.
Well, and it was like, what's in store?
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes me think there's like gonna be some type of like prizes that they're competing for.
Yeah, I feel like competitions is maybe
like
in the future.
Not just love on the table, but maybe some rewards as well.
Yeah, maybe because I mean, it seems like in general they're moving sort of away from the typical things they do on the show and maybe moving more towards things that happen on other reality dating shows. And in a lot of those, there are like competitions. And I don't know, I'm thinking of like Big Brother. Not that that's a dating show per se, but you know, I'm thinking of Big Brother or Survivor or like these franchises that have really stood the test of time. A lot of them have competitions. People like a relay race. So maybe we'll see stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or prizes, like you said.
Like a prize, like something. Like he also was like, we're gonna look at like the strongest couples. We're gonna do some like compatibility tests. We're gonna.
Oh yeah, that's what he said. Compatibility
something
tests.
like that, and it was just like, okay. So I don't know, almost like Amazing Race-esque. Like, okay, like let's partner up, and maybe if we are the best couple here, we're gonna like get a house at the end or something.
Oh yeah. He said something about like there will be a big reward. Oh, what did he? Something about a reward.
Yeah. So, okay. And then, Wells is here.
Has to be. Yeah. It's not Paradise without Wells.
No, but he just seems so bored.
He does. He was like, yep, good to be here again at the bar.
How does he have this
away
gig?
From my beautiful wife. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But then I'm so excited that Hannah Brown is here.
Yeah, you. I mean, we all love Hannah Brown, but you love Hannah Brown.
I love Hannah Brown.
You love her. You loved her from the jump.
She's just, I loved her season.
Her season was legendary.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites for sure.
The podium move.
Oh, girl.
That's Bachelor history.
She just, the best part of her season was just like, she was so young.
Yeah.
24, I think. But just was, like seeing her growth.
Yeah.
Over this like few month period. Of
Totally.
Just like, yes, girl.
Yeah.
You like know your self-worth, and you've like gotten there through like seeing the errors of your ways of dating these horrible guys.
Totally.
Like, we've all been there.
Yeah.
And so very relatable. And
She was the every girl.
yes. Yes. She's amazing.
Every girl turned feminist icon.
Yes. Yeah. No, and yeah, so fun to have her here. And yeah, I'm excited to see like what her role is. She said she's here. Well, what did they say? She's like guest relations, paradise relations, here to help them as they're navigating these love triangles and such.
She'll be their spirit guide, their spirit animal. Because, she's had a lot of dating experience. And
Hannah Beast.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Hannah Beast. She's been there, done that. And, I think she'll give good advice, I think.
Yeah, she's always very, like, authentic. So she's fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then what did we have after we met Miss Hannah?
We found out that the ladies have the roses this week.
Oh, yeah. Good.
And we found out Hakeem is really into the resort. Very easily impressed, which is nice. That's good.
That's relatable to me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Getting so excited about the little water bottles in the hotel rooms. I'm like that. I was giggling at him, and then realizing, no, that's me. When there's snacks, they leave you a chocolate on the pillow.
That is impressive.
It makes your stay.
You know what I love? I love a welcome cocktail, like a welcome drink. That's what always impresses me. If I get a welcome drink somewhere, I'm like, this is the best day of my life.
Have you ever? Okay, I think only a couple times have I gotten a welcome drink at like a restaurant, like while you're waiting to be seated, like a welcome spritz.
Oh, like a beverage amuse-bouche.
Oh, who?
An amuse-bouche is like it's like an appetizer that you didn't have to ask for. It's just like a complimentary appetizer, but this sounds like a drink version of that.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't, maybe I've experienced that. I'm not sure.
But yes, a drink on arrival at a hotel. Oh, there's nothing. That's just so.
It's luxury.
She's like, oh, yes. Like, I've arrived.
Being pampered.
Oh, yes. Yes. So, good
We
stuff.
feel you, Hakeem.
Good stuff.
And then Wells was like, listen, we all need this. The world is drowning.
My gosh, I know. I was just like waiting. I'm like, they can't talk about it on this show, but yeah, like the world's on fire.
Everything's a mess.
The country is disintegrating.
Yeah,
like,
everything's horrible here. We hate it.
It's I mean, we're here in LA. There's ice raids. Like it's so
scary time.
Having a little bit of
escapism, low stakes.
Just, we have to find the joy where we can so we can get back out there and, survive, find the joy.
Recharge. Escape for, 2 hours a week into this paradise with hot drama.
Yeah, idiots making out on the beach, as well said.
As Wells eloquently put it.
And there's something therapeutic about that.
Oh yeah, I think that's a big part of why I like this whole franchise is
totally
100% for the escapism.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
we got Justin.
Justin's back. It's his third time on one of these shows, but we love that. That's great.
Yeah, and he's got the fun faces.
He does. He was like the original fun face
reaction shots
and then they sort of made Hakeem that person, but I feel like it comes more I feel like Hakeem knows that that's what they want out of him, so he's almost kind of like performing.
I agree.
That's how it feels to me, at least. But with Justin, I really just feel like that's his natural way of being, so it's kind of funnier.
Totally. So I feel like they're definitely we're going to be getting faces from both of those
playing off of each other. Some good memes for sure.
Yes. Oh, and Lexi.
She
immediately perked up when she saw Justin.
Yeah. Was she the one who said, finally a man has arrived? Oh, my, what a thing to say.
She's like, oh, Move over, sisters. This one is mine.
Yeah.
This one is mine.
Yeah, she basically did say that.
Yeah. Oh.
And then Alex was sitting on the daybed with, who was she with?
Ricky.
She was with Ricky, and he was like, I'm a giver. And she's like, that's perfect. I love to receive. I am a lazy princess.
She cracks me up.
She's funny.
And they both seem to be vibing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. Yeah, she's too cute.
And then date card goes to Justin. So
I don't think we've really gotten any insight yet into who he might be interested in.
no, he just barely arrived.
Yeah,
So
so
we shall see.
we shall see.
We shall see.
Okay, so Justin and Lexi were getting to talking, and it was so interesting because he came in right off the bat, just like saying all these things about being in his 30s, being so serious about, just like the next chapter, having a hard time, like, just like relaxing into like, oh, it's summer break, like whatever, like feeling kind of out of place there.
Right. He's like, I want to be intentional.
Yeah. And it was like, he's like saying all the things that Lexi said almost to Joey, like when she was on Joey's season.
Like, it felt like almost word for word, like the exact same sentiment.
Yeah. So interesting. Maybe they're just really in the same place, and that could be great for both of them. But it's funny to hear a 30-year-old man talking that way.
Yeah.
I don't think a 30-year-old man has ever talked to me that way.
Well, yeah.
When I was dating.
And he even made the mention of the biological clock, which is really something you don't hear a lot of men talk about, especially 30-year-old men, you know? So, I mean, maybe a man who's like 40 or older might be like, oh, it's time for me to start thinking about,
Right.
But I mean, it's sweet. I'm hopeful that it's all genuine. But it is like almost uncanny how similar. So I'm like, is he just saying this because he remembers this about her? But I don't want to believe that about Justin.
No.
So, because that would be manipulative, and I don't want to believe that about him because he seems like a nice guy.
He does. And then I know this is jumping ahead, but he asks Lexi to go on his date with him. But then they get rained out.
Ugh. And then he sends her back into her room looking like that in that dress.
Stunning.
She looks stunning.
No.
She put so much effort into getting ready. You just know,
of course,
it's hard to look like that. So don't waste that. Don't send that back inside.
No,
you take that out.
Have dinner indoors.
Yeah,
come on, people.
Have a cute date night in.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe the producers don't allow it. I don't know, but I feel like
producers.
You could just tell they were like there was this momentum build up, and they were bummed to not be able to act on it. So I wish they were able to do something.
I know they will, but it's just like let's let them.
Yeah.
And then we got silly bugs bugging everybody, especially Kat.
Yeah, she's funny. She's like, this is so much better than Mexico. It's like, okay, well, the resort might be a bit more elevated, but bugs be bugs.
Yeah, you're still in a tropical region, right? Where the creatures, they reign over. We learned Kat is a cat lady.
Kat likes cats. I like that. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Makes her a little more relatable.
Yes.
Or like brings her down to earth a little bit more. Because I don't know. I think I know you didn't watch the last Bachelor of Paradise, but I think she came off as like a little bit, I don't want to use the word snobby, but just kind of like high maintenance is the word I'll use. Because she's very, she really doesn't like the bugs. She was really having a hard time like without the creature comforts. And hey, I can relate to that. Like I have some of those same issues if I'm on like a camping trip or something. So no shade to Kat for that. But I think, I think she even owned up to being kind of a high maintenance person with certain things. So, I love a cat lady.
Yeah, no, it's always fun to just like learn the little like idiosyncrasies. I can't say that word.
Yeah, no.
About, that makes somebody, it fills out the whole picture of who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't picture high maintenance people being people who also want 100 cats. So I like that nuance for her.
Yeah, totally. And then, and she was sharing that with Jonathan.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see if any sparks fly there. Sparks are flying around the beach. Definitely feeling it with Kyle and Bailey.
Yes.
Kyle and Bailey.
Kylie.
Kylie. That could be their name.
Their couple name.
Yeah. They were definitely grooving.
They were vibing.
But probably the biggest sparks were flying with Jess and Spencer so
Yes,
far.
it seems like they spent like the whole afternoon, evening, night together.
Yeah.
They were holding hands.
So sweet.
Yeah, it really does feel like a genuine chemistry with them. So that's great for night one. Like, good for them.
Yeah, no, I know the way they were interacting, it just like the thoughts that were going through my head watching them was like, oh, like there's actually a good amount of couples out of Paradise that like have lasted, that are married now.
I think Paradise has a better a better success rate if I'm thinking correctly.
I think so, than the Bachelor or Bachelorette.
I do.
And they get to, they spent the whole day together.
Right. It's a more natural simulation of real dating. I mean, still, obviously, they're in Paradise and they're, they get to go on these lavish dates and things like that. But it's more realistic than the Bachelor or Bachelorette because, like the real world, there are many other people there that they could also be mingling with and getting to know and dating. And things really can change like week to week. It's not everyone just competing for one lead. So I feel like it is more realistic.
Yeah, it's less of that like competition factor of like, am I actually like into this person or am I
just competing?
Yeah, my like competitive nature kicking in.
Sorry, that's my dog.
Rusty.
This is Rusty.
Rusty's joining us.
He wants to be involved.
Professionals.
What do you think, Russ?
Paradise. He's a professional licker.
He is. The lickiest dog you ever did meet. What do you think, Rusty?
But yeah, so they gravitated towards each other. Spencer said he's not everyone's cup of matcha.
Oh yeah, he was like, I'm not for everyone and everyone's not for me. I'm like matcha. Like some people are really into matcha. Some people think it tastes like dirt. I feel like you really like matcha, right? No. Oh my gosh. I feel, thank you for saying that because I feel like a crazy person because I'm one of those people who thinks matcha tastes like dirt.
Yeah.
Just like way too earthy to the max in a bad way.
No, and I'm a like mushroom coffee girl.
Yes.
And so like
you get earthy with it.
I get earthy, but I do add my cream, my like oat milk cream.
I love tea. I rarely ever meet a tea that I don't like.
No, most tea is delicious.
I love tea, but matcha doesn't even count to me. It tastes like chalky dirt powder. It's like if someone ground up a piece of chalk. Yeah, that's what it tastes like.
Spencer might not be our guy,
but he's someone's matcha.
Jess's.
Matcha found his matcha.
Oh. Yes. Okay, well let's see what happens next.
Okay, let's get into it. Okay, day 2 of Paradise here.
Day 2. Okay, so Hakeem was like, he had eyes only for Bailey.
Yeah, and her booty.
Oh, her booty.
He was biting his lip.
Oh my.
Looking over at her. At least that's what the editors, made us think. But he's watching her. He's like, I got my sights set on her.
Yeah, and she's
into it.
She's not having it.
No, you can tell by her body language, like right away. She's just not into it. She's looking down a lot. She's like
looking around.
She's like wiping stuff off her legs. Like she's looking anywhere but at him. Aww. And then she's like, well, we're all going to be friends after this. And literally says the word friend to Mr. Friendzone. So that had to sting for him a little bit.
But I don't know if he's gonna make it through this week.
I don't know. Yeah, he might not. He might be friend zoned.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then, dun dun dun, Dale enters.
Dale drops a bomb on the beach.
Dale enters by boat.
Yes.
And every lady
is like looking out into the horizon like, who is this 6'5".
Just drooling.
Yeah.
Tall. They're just like, here is a man.
Yeah, they're like, he's a man. I want this man. All the girls, like, they're like swarming him.
Can't hug him quick enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like multiple girls hugging him at the same time because they're like, okay. So I have a question for you, Morgan.
Okay.
My question is, do you think the girls and guys who come in later on have an advantage because they're like the shiny new object? They're the distraction that everyone is looking for. Or do you think they don't have an advantage because they haven't had as much time to develop the relationship? So is it an advantage or a disadvantage to come in later?
Right. Well,
not that day 2 is that much later, but
we're still we're
just
still
on principle.
Very early, but yeah, just this idea of like the novelty of somebody new. I don't know. I mean, I feel like so far the people that have gotten the biggest reaction are some of the ones once the group had already formed. Like Kat came in and not later, but like she was one of the last ladies to arrive on day 1, I think, and she caused a stir among the guys. And then Justin as well, kind of people got excited. I feel like the 3 of them though, Kat, Justin, and Dale, they all have a little bit of like
the sparkly new,
but also just like Bachelor, like legend.
Oh, okay.
I mean, especially Dale.
That's true.
Of like, oh, this is the man, like Helen of Troy, that launched Claire into breaking the Bachelor.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
he broke the season.
He broke it with
She took one look at him and she was like, I don't need this show. I just need this man.
This man will be my happy ending.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. I think it's more that than the shiny.
Okay, than the shiny new object.
At least for now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah, Dale gets his date card. All the girls want it.
Yeah.
Kat is like drooling over his body sweat.
I know.
She's like, it's in the shape of his abs. He has so many abs. It's great. Alex goes to talk to him and like, she just can't. She can't.
Oh my gosh. I know she couldn't.
It was so
if
funny.
he was from South Dakota or South Carolina.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, girl. No, I mean, I know you're Canadian, but those are on different sides of the country.
Well, it was also funny because like 2 seconds before that, she was like, "I'm really good at geography, so I'm your girl for that." And then she was like, "Yeah, so I'm gonna land me a Southern Carolinian or something like that." I was like, "That's not how you would say that, and also not where he's from."
Yeah. Well, you know what I thought was kind of interesting is Dale, because he talked a little bit to Zoe, just a little bit, and then he talked to Alex, and then he talked to Kat.
Yeah.
And in the conversations with Zoe and Alex, he was letting them talk a lot more. He was like, kind of like, maybe asking a question here or there, but like just kind of letting them steer the conversation.
That's
Whereas
true.
with Kat, he was talking a lot more. Like he asked her a question, but then I think he seemed to have a more nervous energy with Kat, and he started like talking and like running, like his sentences ran away with him a little. So it was
little bit of word vomit.
He had, I think, more of that.
The nerves with Kat.
Yeah.
I think he even said that on the boat with her on the catamaran. I think he said that he was like nervous to approach her. But oh my goodness, yeah, I really did enjoy that scene with Alex because she's like whipping out the French. She's like, I'm French Canadian and I like to whip it out for sex appeal. And so she tries to, but it just doesn't really land. And oh my God.
Cute. I just love
it was
her.
Cute. It was relatable.
Yes. Oh, totally.
Who hasn't been there?
Totally.
So we feel for you, Alex.
Yes.
Okay, so Dale's date card then goes to Kat. She says she wants to be baby girls.
Yeah, I think that was interesting. I think she said she liked his chivalry. She liked kind of being taken care of.
He held her shoes.
Yeah, and just kind of whisked away onto a yacht.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's like, I could get used to something like this if this is our life.
Can't blame her.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen the movie Baby Girl, have you, with Nicole Kidman?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Okay, well, when Kat said she wanted to be Baby Girl, I was like, that is not like the movie Baby Girl. Because in that, it's like, if anything, the opposite. Because Nicole Kidman is like...
She's the older woman.
She's the older woman.
Is that with Zac Efron?
No.
Oh, no, it's something
with,
else.
I don't know the actor's name, but it was a very sexy movie.
Oh.
Very sexual.
Okay.
So, yeah, but when she said baby, she wants to be Baby Girl, I was like, I don't think she means like the movie, because that's definitely not like... She's not an older woman, like, coming on to a... Yeah, no.
Yeah, interesting.
So, it's funny because she described her energy as dramatic, but then he was like, well, I love your calm energy. So, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if she knows.
She hasn't brought the drama yet.
No, she hasn't.
So...
I think she's really trying to...
She did say she's trying to come at it with a different approach.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to put all her eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm dating.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that sitting back and just kind of seeing what happens, that's working well for her.
Yeah.
I really like Zoe, but I didn't like when she, like, said that Kat was scheming. I mean, maybe there was scheming to get Dale.
I wonder if that's a holdover from last year Bachelor in Paradise. I know you didn't watch the season, but that was one complaint people had about Kat, is they accused her of like just trying to scheme to be with people, like just to get their rose for that week, and then and then she would go to whoever she's actually interested in after that, or just like she would kind of use people for their roses just to keep making it on the show. So I think maybe people think of Kat as a schemer, and maybe that's where this is coming from.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, we haven't seen anything
No.
here within the confines of this episode to make me think that. Of course, things could be cut out.
Right.
But yeah, I just am like, come on, ladies. We don't need to
do this.
Call each other names, or, it's a process.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got some fun, silly like dream sequences with Dale in a sailor cap.
Yes, kind of the 80s, almost like music video style interlude. Very campy, very cheesy. Reminded me of like the old style Bachelor in Paradise, almost like the intro scene where it's just like
just goofy
and campy. So
yeah,
at least it seems like they're retaining part of their old spirit as they sort of modernize and into the more modern dating show era.
Right. And I like Kat was like playing along, like it's like her little daydream. So
that was cute.
Fun.
It was cute that she can like be unserious and laugh at herself,
Totally. I like that.
All right, let's get into it. Okay, so something we're not really used to seeing a lot of on the show, which is getting to know the contestants' actual likes and dislikes and personalities.
Yeah, no, I loved this like silhouette activity where they brought out these faceless figures. I really wish we could have spent more time like reading all of the different statements.
I wanted to read every one. It's like, I want to know who these people are too.
Yeah. But I enjoyed that they like gave them this type of like setting to like get to know each other better without the appearances, because definitely we've seen over the last little bit that some people are being blinded by appearances. Yeah,
maybe taking a page of Love is Blind's approach, So I like that. I thought that was a really useful activity.
Yeah, no, and it was interesting to see that like some people still really liked the person for their statements, like Jess and Spencer. They both matched with each other, not knowing who it was giving these statements. Whereas I think Alex like put like an X on Ricky's because he had some weird statement, so it's just you're kind of getting to know them on a different level.
Yeah, not just a surface level.
Yeah. Some of the things were pretty surfacey too.
That's true.
Writing,
That's true.
Still.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, but then Alex did get to see another side of Ricky when he just was, I don't even know. He just, it was like, yeah, who cares about the vanilla statement? But then, like, it just got blown way out of proportion.
Yeah.
And
they were both in the wrong. Like,
they were both just,
like Ricky
being
did
ridiculous.
not, like Ricky did not need to say anything about, like, oh, wow, you did bad. Like, you did bad on this just like I did. Like, he didn't, that was unnecessary. But then Hakeem, like, really, like, I think kind of overreacted a little bit to the vanilla
they both
statement.
Just overreacted to the situation.
They just kept, like, egging each other on about it, and it was unnecessary.
Oh yeah, and I would have been turned off. I don't know how Alex came to make out with him later.
He kind of, she, like, enters that conversation clear, like, it was a breakup conversation. It seemed like it was kind of the conversation of, like, oh, you know, like, it's paradise. We're gonna
keep our options open.
Keep our options open. And then he was like, oh yeah, you know, whatever, like, you go have fun, but also, like, come kiss me now. And he literally, like,
seduced her.
The minute he said, like, oh yeah, go out there and have your fun, he says, come here, and, like, leans in for a kiss. So it kind of felt like he was just shooting his shot, and, like, it was his Hail Mary of, like, okay, I think she's basically telling me she's more interested in dating other people, but let me see if I can win her back with this kiss. And then it, like, kind of worked.
It was effective.
Yeah.
He must be a good kisser because, after that outburst, I don't know.
Yeah. And then she's like, oh, wow, I'm dazed and confused. So it seemed like she had clarity on what she wanted in the beginning of the conversation. And then after that kiss, she just wasn't so sure anymore. So she's in a pickle.
Oh gosh. Oh, and then too funny, we saw Zoe.
Oh yeah.
With her kind of different statements about height,
which was weird.
It was a weird statement, but I feel like she's just kind of an oddball, and so she was just trying to say, like, you know, I don't mind, like, a short guy that's confident enough to approach me. And also, I'm really into the tall guys because I want athlete babies.
Yeah, I don't think she literally meant I'm not interested in anyone between the heights of 5'7" and 6'5". I think she was just using that statement to, like, make a point about this might be my physical type, but I'm also into a guy who has a lot of confidence. You know, I think that's what she meant, but as often is the case with her, she's misunderstood.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but then she was like, yeah, I want athlete babies, which is exactly what Brian had said earlier this episode, which is very specific. Maybe they talked about it.
Maybe they're meant for each other. Oh, gosh. And then...
Enter Sam. Enter Sam Man.
I don't want to be mean, but I just... Maybe we're going to get to know him and we're going to be rooting him on by the end of this, but I just can't see it.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I hope I'm wrong about him. I have seen villains get their redemption arc in Paradise, and I've felt, like, wrong about people before. Like, I feel like I've seen another side to them, and I'm like, okay, maybe the show just really got the best of or the worst of them, and they got really caught up in drama, and obviously it's a very, like, intense, anxiety producing situation, so I get it. Right. So I hope I'm wrong about him, but so far not so good, I think.
I know, so far I'm just kind of seeing a little bit more of the same, where he's talking and talking, but he's not really saying
nothing.
Anything.
Yeah,
so I don't know. I don't get it.
He really has a way with vague statements.
Yes.
And just kind of, you're right, says, like, just doesn't say much, even though he's talking a lot.
No, I know. So fast forward, he gets a date card, and he chooses Jess. Oh, which just...
Poor Spencer.
Poor Spencer. But and Jess and him seem to be vibing on their... spiritual cleansing.
Yeah, she has a little flicker in her eyes when she looks at Sam. She does. But then she did say she was still kind of thinking about Spencer on the date too. So it's not like she's completely won over by Sam and that's it with Spencer. She's done. I think she's just now she has two interests instead of one.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm curious to see which way she goes because they seem very different.
Totally.
And everybody in Paradise is saying that of like, all right, Jess, like these guys are.
We have matcha and Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, that's it. Yes. So TBD, but yeah, we've got quite a few triangles popping up now.
Yeah, we do.
We've got Bailey is spending some time with Jeremy.
Making out.
But she's also spending time with Kyle. And I feel like we've seen them have more substantive conversations.
So far, yes.
So far.
And Kyle also was like, I'm so different from Jeremy. So if she likes him, what is she seeing me? Even though it's been like 2 days.
Right.
So
Yes.
I don't know. But that's a triangle. And then what's the other triangle?
Oh, well, Alex with Ricky.
Right.
She was lured by those lips.
Yes.
But then Jonathan.
As she was trying to break up with him.
I really want to see more between Alex and Jonathan. I thought it was so cute. How he was earlier when they were talking, he was like describing her as like that girl you have a crush on in middle school.
That was
like
cute.
she's like the cool girl.
That was very cute.
They've got a good friend vibe.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's also a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
So I want to see them spend more time together.
Yeah, definitely.
Not too much. Oh, well, okay. Then that pretty much wraps up day 2. On to day 3. I love that we're waking up with Justin as kind of our narrator, giving us a little recap of who's into who.
I like him, and I also like his shirt.
Oh, yeah. He's got
fun.
good fashion,
He's got
and
fun shirts.
Yeah, and he's just seems like a good guy.
Yeah. I like his personality a lot. I mean, he's cute too, but I especially like his personality. He has like a lot of good insight, I feel.
And then, finally, we get to see him and Lexi go out on a date.
Yes, their rain check date.
And I'm not sure how recently he and Susie broke up. So
I don't know either. I'm curious about that.
yeah, because Lexi seems a little bit worried, where is he at?
Yeah, and he did say like, I'm doing my best to be present. I don't know, that would probably scare me a little bit too. If someone's like, oh, I'm really trying to be present. Right. It's like, okay, so is that hard for you right now to be present? But maybe he didn't mean it like that. Maybe he's like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to be present. I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see if he's still hung up on things or if he's ready to move on.
Right. Yeah. But no, they seem cute. It's a little hard to read her for me. Like I like her. I remember really liking her on Joey's season.
Yeah, I did too.
She seems pretty reserved, which I can relate to. I'm definitely more of a closed book, and I'm sure I would be in this type of setting.
And she left Joey's season on her own terms, I think. I think she self-eliminated because she was like, you know what? I think I need things to move at a faster timeline than Joey's ready for. And so I think, he's just not my person for that reason. Right. We're not compatible at this time. So she seems like someone who knows what she wants.
Yes. Yeah.
And we'll see if that's Justin.
Yeah.
All right. So hop back into the show.
Okay. So
just finished the episode.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we are just so excited for the teasers for what's ahead this season.
That was the best trailer.
Oh my gosh.
That's like the most excited I've been for a trailer on the show in a while.
Faith is coming.
Faith is my girl.
Oh my gosh, and Keith.
I love Keith.
So many pearls of wisdom from that man.
These kids need to learn.
They need to learn. And they need to know that they are the prize.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It did throw me when someone was like, why are the oldies making out with the youngins? I was like, oh my gosh, that happens.
There's a lot going on. They're throwing money into the mix.
Oh yeah, definitely haven't seen that before.
There's going to be a lot of different. Oh, then they had this like makeout hut where it's like, let's see if it gets steamy with someone else.
Yeah, that's interesting. They're really throwing a lot of things and seeing what sticks here.
I know, but I'm intrigued.
Me too.
I'm intrigued.
This franchise needed a refresher, and it is just wildly different than it usually is.
Yeah.
So different.
No, and I'm excited.
Me too.
I was very invested in this rose ceremony.
Yeah. So many triangles.
So many triangles. Okay, so this, all these different triangles. I was trying to like formulate a question for you, like
Okay.
based on what's going on in these triangles, because it seems like a lot of the women were torn between guys that were really different.
Yeah.
And we're bringing up really different things for them.
Totally.
So it's like, okay, when you're dating, how do you choose who's right for you? Are you looking for someone based on them pursuing you, based on their actions? Or are you going to go with someone based on your connection and your feelings? Like, what's more important? I don't know that there's a right answer to this.
I think that's so hard, because I feel like a lot of the time your connection with someone is based on the actions you see from them. And like, if you like the idea of someone and you think you'd be compatible with them, but they're not giving you a lot or showing a lot of effort, then it's going to be hard to move forward. Bless you. Because that's going to influence... Bless you. Because that's going to influence the connection, So I feel like they're kind of intertwined, for me at least. It's like the actions that they take and how much they, really try and show you how they feel about you. To me, that like is a lot of the connection. Mm-hmm. Because otherwise it just feels more like speculation. Like, oh, I feel like I like this other person, I feel like we might hit it off, but like they're not really showing you that effort. I feel like the effort is super important for me.
Right. No, totally.
What do you think?
Totally. No, I agree. I feel like it's always got to be some type of combination. Mm-hmm. Because I think like what's most important is like feeling like how someone makes you feel.
Yeah.
Makes you feel safe, makes you feel happy, makes you feel like confident, comfortable, appreciated. But like those feelings are going to come from, most of the time, their actions. So it's totally a combination. But I guess like with these different love triangles, mm-hmm. like it's just so early on in their like interactions and connections with these people, but it just like was so obvious of like, okay, it seems like Alex has something like more substantial with Jonathan,
right?
But he's not taking the actions or steps,
right?
To pursue her,
right? He's kind of hanging back a little bit, and meanwhile, Ricky is really like making an effort.
He's making an effort.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's right for her just because he's making the effort. Right. So I see what you're saying.
Right. And then, I guess, like, also that seemed to be going on with Bailey and her triangle with Jeremy and Kyle. Oh my gosh. Too soon to say Kyle for Bachelor?
Justice for Kyle. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Just when they were talking in their last conversation, like he was so sweet.
Yeah.
So cute.
He was graceful.
So just
mature.
Yeah, mature. And Bailey girl, if only you could have seen what Jeremy was saying behind the scenes.
Oh yeah. He's like, well, I've already been with Bailey for 3 days, so, I'm kind of ready to move on. It's like, you should be so lucky to get her rose, dude.
Oh my gosh. I know. The, like, stark difference between when Spencer got, when he got Jess's rose. Oh my gosh. Hallelujah.
Oh, yes.
He
Thank
said,
goodness.
Jess's rose is the only rose I want.
Right.
Meanwhile, Jeremy says...
he said, I got my rose. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. And I want to see who else might show up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Which like, I mean, I get it. It's paradise.
I know.
But still, like, I don't know. He really rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, and I just don't
Especially compared to the alternative,
Yes.
you know?
Yes. Oh my gosh, Bailey girl. You need to.
Maybe that's all. I mean, Kyle did tell Bailey, I don't want a summer fling. I want like something for real. Maybe Bailey just wants a summer fling.
And you
Maybe
know what?
Kyle's too serious for her.
Yeah, more power to you. If that's, yeah. So, and I was happy to see Bailey making out with somebody else in the previews. So,
Oh yeah.
maybe there's some fun ahead for her.
Oh yeah, she was.
I'm not sure
Who was that?
I couldn't tell who it was.
Was it Dale? No, it wasn't Dale, was it? I don't know.
Not, I don't think so, but yeah. So we'll see. So yeah, so we've got Lexi and Justin. Looks like Susie's gonna show up later.
They would do that.
I know.
Poor Lexi.
I know. She.
Because she's already like uncomfortable with this situation and
So you know
hesitant.
they're gonna push it.
Exactly. So they're gonna push her buttons for sure.
Yes. And then we've got Zoe and Brian. He's also
He's not for me.
questionable.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got Kat and Dale. Jess and Spencer.
Oh, I definitely did see Dale making out with other people in that preview.
But it kind of looked like it was in that, like, make-out hut, whatever I don't know, like, their steaminess challenge.
Yeah.
But maybe there was other places,
I think
too.
I saw him making out with someone else, like, in the ocean. So,
All right. Well,
I think who was it? I think it might have been Bailey. I could be wrong. I totally could be wrong.
all right.
It was someone.
We'll see.
Oh, Alex. I think it was Alex. Maybe that was in the makeout tent. I think I did see them in the makeout tent.
Yeah, goodness. There's gonna be
It's gonna be a lot.
a lot, but I'm excited.
Me too.
It's gonna be so fun.
I know. Yeah, I'm so excited, and I love the older folks coming in and dropping some wisdom on these young fools.
Oh my gosh, I know. It's gonna be such a cool, just like dichotomy, the different like shenanigans and also like for the Goldens to just be letting loose and having fun there too.
Totally. It seems like I think we saw Kathy do a shot with no hands.
Love this.
I love that for her.
Yeah, totally.
We definitely have some fun people on the beach for sure. What's his name? One of the older ones. He likes to dance a lot.
Oh,
he's
Gary?
really sweet. Gary. Oh my God,
yeah.
he's such a sweetheart.
Yes, it was fun to see him dancing with Leslie.
Yeah,
happy
they're
to-
both so fun.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm really excited to see all the dynamics with the Goldens too.
Yeah, and it's gonna be so fun watching it together.
Yes, it will. This is the best.
Yes. Oh, well, this 3-hour episode definitely kicked my butt. I was not expecting that on this Monday evening.
Yeah, it was a ride. I definitely forgot that it was 3 hours and not 2. We should know better by now.
Professional ladies, we gotta get up early in the
Yes, we
morning.
do. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to think of an outro for next time.
Yeah. We'll come up with an outro.
Till then, this has been Professionals
Professionals
in Paradise. Mwah.